co-host, the multi-talented Kimberley Locke, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Kimberly.
Hello.
How are you?
Fantastic.
Really nice to meet you. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Rosie.
Pretty girl.
Yes, I understand you've just recently lost a little bit of weight, but you can't tell us how much.
I can't tell you how much, but absolutely. I've been working really hard the past 100 days.
100 days. And you did what I think is possibly the bravest thing that any human can do. You went on Celebrity Fit Club.
I did it on national television.
Honey, high five to you.
There's some cool people around you, too. Why wouldn't you do it?
I just couldn't. I think it's so brave. And when everyone gets on the scale, like, you know, all the fatties at home are like, I can't. Oh, she did it.
You know what makes it doable is that the show is pre-taped.
Yeah.
If the show were live and it was ongoing and we actually did it, you know, in real time, I don't think I would have been able to do it because it would have just been too much pressure.
Yeah. Well, so what you mean it's like it's taped over a long period of time?
It's taped over a period of time. So it starts airing April 15th.
Right.
So we just taped the finale. So it's done.
It's already done.
So I don't have to worry. Once I've lost the weight, I don't have to worry about what people saying during the process because it's so hard. It's so hard when you're losing weight. You go through all these mental things. You know, you guys know how it is.
But now people see you like this, so they know the last. They know it works.
You did well.
Do they, after you're done, do they still keep in touch with you and say, you know, like, does Dr. Ian Smith call you and say, you know, how are you doing?
You know, well, we just finished, but I expect to hear from Dr. Ian definitely, you know, because he's very adamant about, you know, what he does. And he's very strict about it.
Not as strict as the Marine guy. Boy, he scares me.
Yeah, you know,
I'm afraid he'd be like, Rosie, I have something to tell you. You didn't work hard enough, and you got to give me 20 push-ups. And I would be like,
no, you wouldn't, because you would get so used to it after a while, and that's what drives you. You know, it's a mental shift. I can't tell you, it's just a mental shift, and you start looking at everything, and you look at everything differently, and the cast, that's your support system.
You had Ross the intern.
Yeah, my buddy Ross, who I love. Ross Matthews is the intern guy who's on The Tonight Show. He's got his own blog, and he's so adorable, this kid. And he actually called me and said, do you think I should do it? And I was like, honey, go do it. You're braver than me, and learn how to take care of yourself. He's a kid in his 20s,
you know. Ross, when you guys watch the show, please watch the show, because we are the fittest fit clubbers. None of us had over 40 pounds to lose, and I think that was the great thing about it, because there are a lot of people out there that just only have those few pounds they need to lose.
It's harder to lose 5 pounds than 40.
Exactly. And Ross came on that show and made a lot of people did, but it's like everybody did a 360.
Yeah, and there's always one sort of totally whacked out person. Did you have that this season?
Of course.
You did, all right. Don't say who, we'll tune in to watch.
You're always telling everybody your weight, your age.
I know, but I just the pressure of going there and then getting on the scale and then
in front of everybody.
And then having to do it, you know, I'm afraid I wouldn't lose any.
It's also motivation, though, Rosie, because you don't want to fail in front of America.
I know, but you have to be brave enough to agree to do it in the first.
Are you telling me you're not brave enough, Rosie?
Honey, I say it every week on my blog. Go read it. I'm always like, I think it is so courageous for you guys to go do that, and it's such a wonderful thing to learn at you're a young woman. How to, you know, I'm 45 years old. I'm still trying to learn how to eat right. You know what I mean?
I did it. I'm from the South, honey, and I'm doing Jenny Craig, and let me tell you, I know you know, in the South, our portions are 3 times the size of what Jenny Craig is feeding me. I'm just saying.
But it's all about the size of the
portion control. You learn portion control. So when you go to a restaurant and they give you a big plate of pasta, you know that is not the right portion. And that's what it's about. Creating new habits. And that's the hardest thing.
Yeah, now, Joy, you enjoyed the Jenny Craig.
I did. I lost 30 pounds on Jenny Craig.
Yeah, that works, right?
I love Jenny Craig.
Yeah, and how's the food? You have to eat their food, right?
Great. It smells good, because I would smell you microwaving it.
Your food looks surprisingly good.
It does.
I mean, your morning food looks weird. What is it, cottage cheese or something?
No, it's fat-free Greek yogurt with granola.
Every morning.
Every morning, because if I don't have protein, this is so, I don't know if this is interesting. I mean, I eat yogurt. Who cares? But I do.
You want to get to something more controversial, we can.
I hate yogurt or something.
We have to have a feud with yogurt or something, Well, we just want to announce, because, you know, Kimberley Clark, of course you all knew from American Idol, and yesterday we were told
Kimberley Locke.
Who did I call you?
Clark.
Ouch! Kimberley Clark is the giveaway. We used to do Kimberly Clark. Yeah, Kimberley Locke. Sorry, Kimberly. Started on American Idol. And then yesterday we were told we couldn't have the clips anymore because they were a little angry.
They're mad at us.
But they're not angry anymore, or at least somebody who owns them or not.
Some of them are mad.
Well, we get the clips.
Yeah,
the point is we can have the
yeah,
clips.
get the clips,
still.
that's the point.
Yeah, and did you watch last night?
Of course I did.
And what do you think? What happened?
I thought the women were good.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just getting kind of annoyed, Kimberly. I don't know how you feel. You were kind of there when Simon was giving it to you, and you know, he's not always he's hard on people. Let's just face it.
Yeah.
And he said some bad things in the past, but at this point, I feel as though some of them should just sit there and listen to it. There's difference between criticism and critique, and I think at times he actually has some pretty good advice.
One's French.
And now they're just giving it back to him.
Yeah.
You know, I think
That's funny. One's English, one's French. But no, but in some ways.
What a critique for an artist.
Yeah.
You know, when I studied art in college, and so we would hang up our paintings, and you sit around and everyone gives you a critique. It's like a, you know, constructive criticism.
Right.
That's what a critique
Right,
is.
right.
And this is an art, so I think they should kind of take it. Now I feel like they're just giving it back to him just for the sake of giving it to him.
First of all, with Simon, it's in his delivery.
Yeah.
It's in Simon's delivery.
yes.
I think that, because I agree with almost everything that Simon says.
Yeah.
It's in his delivery. He has no tact.
Yeah. And he looks so bored, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Sometimes he's like this, and then Paul is talking, and he's like,
Right, you know.
And then he's like, all right, I'm just going to disagree with both of them. I totally didn't like it. You were off key. It was horrible.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty good, Rosie.
And did he I just don't understand why every week we see more of his chest.
Do we?
Either. Yes, I feel like last night he had like so many buttons undone, right?
Really?
I felt a little violated. I didn't want to look.
He's a little dated, you know, he just stopped wearing.
He tells people they're fat. That's something that he shouldn't do, probably. But he says this is the real world, and if you're not thin, you won't become an American Idol.
Tell it to Aretha Franklin.
Tell it to Ruben Studdard.
Right. Well, here's the thing. The thing about Simon, you know, Simon says what everybody wants to say.
Yeah.
And that's why we love him, and that's why we hate him all at the same time.
But I think the day of the obese female singer might be over. I'm not sure that you can become a big star anymore if you're not skinny.
If the competition is called American Idol, maybe not. I mean, let's not forget what it's called.
Okay, guys, I've made an observation on the show.
Okay.
If you notice, an audience, if you disagree with me, please say so. This season, he has not told any girl that they're fat.
That's true.
No girl.
Oh my God, he's losing his vision.
So I'm very... I'm very suspicious of that.
Yeah, I think it's because, remember, he was so disrespectful in a way to Jennifer Hudson and telling her she was too fat and she didn't look. And now she's an Oscar winner who's the envy of every singer in the world. So he probably feels a little bit like an idiot about that, I think.
Well, when you're powerful and you know, when you're successful, it's hard to criticize someone like that. But when they're like, you know, under your thumb, it's easy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like he takes advantage of his power and his authority to do that. That's why, because I was one of the contestants that kind of said something back to him because he insulted me.
Yeah.
He insulted me.
You know what?
I was a huge
I know
fan of yours.
everything about him. He's very nasty and snotty, but he's also a reality check on the show. He is the reason that you can watch the show, because otherwise it would just be dog and dog and dog, and then oh my God, it's fabulous.
I love this. And no matter what, Randy always says, dog, dog. I'm going to tell you what, the first part was kind of pitchy. It's always the first part was kind of
And
pitchy.
you know you're in trouble if he says, did you have fun up there? You know he's going to say it's bad.
And Paula's kiss of death is you look really beautiful.
Yes. And then Simon goes, boy, it's a singing competition. There you go.
We'll never get the clip.
No, we have clips. Now we're clear to have clips, so we don't have time to run. No, they will, because, you know, we tease them because we love them.
Okay.
Kimberley Locke, you have a new album coming out?
May 1st.
And I'm old, so I call them album, but it's actually a CD. May 1st, and it's called
Based on a True
True Story. Kimberley Locke will be with us the whole show. Will be more Hot Topics